Hello everyone, Canberra on here, and welcome to a decision time, because I've been offered a job at Middlesbrough. So, the deal is, I went for an interview with Middlesbrough, I also went for one with Sheffield United, but Middlesbrough are the first people to get back to me. You can see, and the job interview is much more money. I'm currently on 2.5k a week. This one is offering 7.5. It's also a much bigger transfer budget and a much bigger wage budget. They finished, I believe, mid-table last season. I did check it out beforehand. So we go to the competitions. Once I'm done fiddling around with the mouse even. They finished in 13th. They finished mid-table. They were expecting a much higher finish. Effectively, they're supposed to finish in high, in a 24 team, they want to finish, top half? They finished just outside of the top half. Their senior squad is much changed. They've got Sol Brensdale. He'll probably be my first choice goalkeeper because that's the guy I know how to work with. Then you've got players like Wilfred Gnonto on loan. They've got Jadon Anthony, who I have no idea who he is. Let me have a look at his career stats. Okay, so they paid $5 million for him last season. Then, their team doesn't look that good. They've got Paddy McNair still. They've got players like fucking... Well, I can't name them. They've got Adam Nagai. Amfrey Dijksteel. I probably butchered that, sorry. But their team looks, just doesn't look that strong. They've still got Duncan Watmore. I have to come in, put in my own style, my own tactics, and then try and make some signings. I'm definitely going to try and take Tom Clayton with me. He's wanted by half the team. He wants to be sold. He's got a 1.6 million release fee. If I can get that paid, I can bring in Tom Clayton to Middlesbrough. I was going to say that it would be sort of easier to be not bound by FFP, but my FFP limit has gone up now, so I can spend up to 170k. So I can use the whole 68k wage budget, which would make signings a lot easier, especially with 1.something million. If we can sell, I'm probably going to have to sell Clayton and shift off Gladwin and Williams. I can rebuild the entire squad off of decent purchases. So that will be definitely easy because I get 100% of the transfer revenue, so I have about 2 million to spend. The difference is, can I build a squad that can still compete for League One? Because I don't want this to be flirting on the edge of relegation next season and then rebuilding and then trying to save myself. It might be easier, if I'm going to be honest, to jump to the higher wage budget, higher transfer budget, and build a team that can actually compete. And then bring myself, they want develop players using the club's youth system, that's fine. Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. Play defensively solid football, play high-tempo pressing football. I do that anyway. But it might be a little bit more attacking than what they want, but I will get the goals and hopefully get them into the Premier League at the first time of asking. Work within wage budget, grow the club's reputation, maximum 1-year contracts for the players, maximum 2-year contracts. So yeah, they've got maximum 2-year contracts for first team play, that sort of thing. Record an EFL top half finish. Promises acceptable wage control because obviously I breached FFP last season with Swindon. Keeping promises to players, obviously that was a huge issue, but I'll review the promises when I get in. Acceptable competition performances, keep director of football in place. Yeah, I can do all that. I am taking Paul Jewell with me. They've allowed me to do that. So yeah, they're not looking for promotion until the end of the 26-27 season. I want to try and do that in the 24-25 season and then maybe look at staying in there, get a job in the Premier League and then maybe jump to a different country. I'd start... Talk too long without drinking, Jesus. I started off with the idea of doing only Swindon, getting them to the Premier League. But there is a chance to turn this into a sort of a, not necessarily road to glory, but a step up the ladder series, where by the end of it I'm managing in Europe or managing a top club in England, which the choice I'm going to leave up to the audience. Do you want to carry on getting Swindon up to the Premier League? Or do you think it might be interesting to go through different clubs, see different systems, get success there? So what I'm going to do is about an hour after this video comes out, I'm going to launch a community poll. That will run until Sunday. So by Sunday, you'll have a community poll where people have hopefully voted on it. And you can get a fine decision about whether I accept the job for Middlesbrough or you accept to stay at Swindon. I've got 2 separate Season 3 preview images. One with the County Ground, one with the Riverside. So, it's up to you. Do you want to see Swindon, or do you want to see Middlesbrough? Anyway, that's all from me. I'll be back with a final decision on Monday. In the meantime, in the Sunday, look out for the first episode of One Season Wonder, focusing on Blackburn Rovers. It's interesting. If I change outfits throughout the entire thing, I've recorded it over multiple fucking days. So, yeah. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, if you want to see more, feel free to leave a like. Do vote in the community poll, and indeed leave a comment on this video saying what you would rather see. And if you want to see more, for Season 3 preview especially, you can always subscribe. I've been Canberra Run, and thank you for watching.